to do. Okay, Dr. Kasonso, I have one more, question for you. It seems to me that as a country, we need to identify and promote many more small business entrepreneurs. Now, what are the different aspects of the entrepreneurial personality, Dr. Kasonso?
Well, that's a very decisive question, and I truly appreciate it. Our effort, both in the media and those who have a role to play in government by holding office, is to identify the entrepreneur, the small business entrepreneur that can help us create a robust economy through enterprise. So there are 5 behavioral aspects that most successful entrepreneurs display, and they are not the only possible behaviors that you could consider, but there are behaviors that have been shown in research to relate to success amongst entrepreneurs. And the 5 behaviors, I will quote them here. They all start with a P. The first is a passion. We have to identify people with a passion. So the entrepreneur who is going to be successful has to have passion. So passion is an intense positive feeling the entrepreneur has towards business, or even the idea behind the business. It comes from being actively involved in moving the business forward. Passion has multiple benefits, such as increasing your commitment to the business, and then inspiring key stakeholders like potential investors, employees, or subcontractors. Passion is displayed in 3 ways. First, looking at the challenges of the business in a creative way, looking at the challenges of a business in a creative way. And 2, by being persistently focused on the business, being persistently focused in the business. And 3, by being absorbed by the tasks and concerns of the business. So what we are saying here is the first characteristics, first aspect of the entrepreneur that will help themselves in business, that will create a thriving enterprise. The first characteristic of those guys, of the entrepreneurs, according to research, is that they are passionate. They have a passion for the business. And the second characteristic that they have, according to what we have in research, is the perseverance. Perseverance. That's this reason, Robbie. That's why I insist on those who are already running some form of productive business. Now, when I'm talking about entrepreneurship, most of what we like to do in Zambia is a merchant type of business, buying and selling things. There is a way in which that can help. But the downside of that type of business is that most of the things you're going to buy and sell, you're going to buy them out of the country. So you'll be taking money out of the country. So that's why my thinking is, let's focus on the entrepreneurial small business who are creating something with the resources in Zambia. And then that is what we take somewhere forward. And most of these are in the agriculture sector, but there can be other avenues, including small mines and that are just coming up. So the second characteristic, Robbie, is perseverance. Perseverance is best thought of as a type of learned optimism. The ability to stick with some activity even when it takes long, and when to be successful, the successful outcome is not immediately known. The kind of enterprise or entrepreneur must be persistent, must have perseverance. Now, what we're saying is that this type of people are not getting in for the flash of a quick profit and a get-rich-quickly scheme. It's people who exercise and demonstrate perseverance, the ability to stick with the activity. Now, the third characteristic or aspect of this type of people who can help us to build the economy, and who we should identify amongst ourselves and even promote, they have this promotion prevention focus. They have this promotion prevention focus. Now, most of us have some mix of those internal focuses, also called the regulatory focus in research. So a promotion focus, Robbie, is the intent on maximizing gains, which gives us a bias towards pursuing opportunities likely to lead to those gains. So here, promotion focus is a risk-taking affinity. And then there is another aspect to that, which is a prevention focus. This is the intent on minimizing losses with a bias towards inaction or protective action. So there is a conflict in the heart or in the passion of the entrepreneur. Should we take more risks, or should we prevent ourselves from making losses? So the appropriate balance between those two makes a successful a successful small business entrepreneur. There must be a balance between a focus on promotion and a focus on prevention. The entrepreneur must prevent losses, at the same time must promote the business, must promote the concept to be able to receive the gains. And the number fourth aspect to these types of people we need to identify in our economy and promote and invest in their activities is they are planners. They are planners. We like to use a phrase in Zambia, Chimbwino plan. The entrepreneur, the small business successful entrepreneur cannot be without a plan. They have to have a plan. Now, when you look at planning for business startups, there are 5 ways in which you can plan. The first way is the comprehensive planner style, comprehensive planning. Take a long-term view, develop long-range plans for all aspects of the business, and comfortable with planning and act based on the plans. So the comprehensive planner looks at the long-term view. And then there is a critical point planner. The critical point planner can plan around the most important aspects of the business and act on it, and then consider its additional plans when they are needed only. It is not a long-term planning approach, but it's just to plan for those critical aspects, and the non-critical aspects are covered on a ad hoc basis. And then there is another planner here, Robbie, is the opportunistic planner. Opportunistic planner generally start with a goal and look for opportunities to achieve it. And once they find a good opportunity, even if it isn't one related to their original goal, they act on it. So it is very short-term in orientation. So the opportunistic planner is actually looking for opportunities to pounce. They see that opportunity, they plan to take that opportunity into their business plan and invest in that for a quick return. The other two under the planning style are reactive planners or habit-based planners. Some just have a habit, some just react to what is going on in the business. Research has shown that those who successfully start businesses and small entrepreneurial businesses that go on to be successful show the characteristics of the first 3: the comprehensive planner, the critical point planner, and the opportunistic planner. But all planners generally have some success in the business, but the lesser success comes from the reactive planners or habit-based planners, and people can be one of those. And finally, the 5 aspects of the small business entrepreneur that can thrive, that we need to identify, that we need to promote. The 5th characteristic that they have is professionalization. One hallmark of successful entrepreneurs is that they usually do at least one thing much better than the average person. The average is called a standard business practice, and every industry has them. Doing that level or better is what professionalization is all about. Professionalization is to do something better than the industry standard, something that they can be good at, something that they can be known for. And again, there are several levels again in the process of professionalization. Maybe we can talk about this next time. But I'll summarize these few points for you, Robbie. The aspects of the entrepreneur we are looking to have who can help expand economic development in the country has to have passion, is one that has perseverance, has a promotion prevention focus, has some particularly notable planning style, and also has the professionalization to their work. They are good at some aspect that is above the industry standard or the common person who is trying to get into that.